just to like sync up. But I actually wanted to go about the conversation earlier before we even started recording. Is that the whole how society now, like the younger generation, like even my age, millennials, Gen X's, how they want to strive for, just this social fame and like clout instead of like looking toward like more maybe hands-on skills like electrician, welder, or something like that. I know it's really it kind of sucks because it's like, what else are you? It's like, I guess it's cool as long as you're a positive like message to people, but it's like, what? I don't know. Me personally is like, for example, motivational speakers, because some of them, they just do it and it's like, what have you done with your life? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody does have a story to tell, and that's generally like where those motivational speakers come from, because somebody's done something and they feel like, hey, we should tell somebody about this. The problem is how many different ways can you tell that story without giving something tangible to go with it as well? So I speak to people through ice cream.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude! And I had the first, as soon as I walked in, of course, your workers are so. Though actually, the first day I walked in, not gonna lie, I had a little anxiety. I was like, oh damn, all right, gotta make sure everything, like I'm on time, making sure I'm setting up and stuff. But as soon as I walked in here, like that smell and aroma of just, I think it's the fudge waffle cake, the waffle cone. I mean, that they were making. Oh, dude, it's the aroma of just walking into a bakery. Is just. It brought a calm, and I was like, wow, like this is, it just felt like welcoming.
Yeah.
And
we definitely do our best to attack the senses when somebody comes in. First, when you walk in, before you even talk to anybody, you're going to smell something good, right? So it's kind of like, oh, God, I want to be here. And then someone to, greet you, saying, like, say, hey, how are you doing today? Because that's, again, something that we're losing as people. We don't say hi to each other anymore. Genuinely, we don't say hi. Generally, when you walk past somebody, they got their nose down in their phone. But you walk in here, you'll see most families hanging out together. They're chilling, and then most of them aren't on their phones because everyone has exactly what they want. They have their flavor. They have what they want. And if anything, what they're going to share is their experience with their flavor. Like, oh, my God, you like mint? Why do you like mint? Because it's the best flavor. Oh, well, no, actually, chocolate's the best flavor. And you'll have those conversations and just that stuff that Amazon can't ship you. Amazon can't ship you time with your family. Amazon can't ship you customer service, and they can't ship you smells. So that's just our way of like kind of insulating ourselves against the internet, essentially. And then, you have that human interaction, someone who's just genuinely invested in what makes you happy. What flavor is going to make you happy? I never ask somebody how's it taste. I ask, how does that make you feel? Because that's the important part. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, you kids are good. I'm not gonna lie, just a good. You're right. Just a good taste of ice cream can change your whole mood. You can go from having a bad day to you just sit down, and again just walking into a good environment and good people, and good, and again supporting like local too as well. But I want to go back to what you're saying when it comes to just the family, nuclear family, and that's something that's fun. I had a conversation with even my cousins and stuff like that. It's, you see in the culture of America, it's not as, emphasized anymore. Everyone's, again, like you said, either like down their phones, just being more independent and away from their families. Like I don't know, like it's a big disconnect, and it sucks. Cause like me and my family, like I don't know about you, like in your like early childhood, like growing up, I can imagine your family was very close. Like I don't know how your experience was.
I mean, everyone finds exactly what they're looking for with their family, depending on where they look. Because every family has something that's messed up with it, like mine does.
Yeah, who does?
Yeah, every family has skeletons.
Oh hell yeah, shit!
But you also
I got a walk-in closet. We good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you also have those cousins you hang out with on a regular basis. You also have those people you relate to and like you do dirt with, or you do the shady stuff with, or the inside jokes and whatnot. And that's that nuclear family that you end up finding out with. It doesn't necessarily have to be the mom and the dad and like the brother and the sister all getting along together. Sometimes it is an aunt or an uncle or a cousin, or just that one kid down the street who you adopt as your cousin because you've been hanging out every day for the past 5 years. So just kind of getting back to that and giving people a place to just enjoy each other's time is what Sundae Scoop is really about. Like, where can you go with a friend and just be completely disarmed? You don't have to worry about getting kicked out or whatever, but you can just come, relax, take that 5-10 minutes of just happiness and just chill.
Just go with the waves, as this beautiful artwork you see behind Phil here as well. But and I love that too, because and that's what sucks too about going back to like because I seen that I was doing a lot on their website and stuff, and that you started getting really into this during the COVID like year, the first shutdown.
Yeah.
But it's like during that time, is a lot of small businesses, family-owned businesses shut down, and that's terrible. That's people like yourselves, your wife, and other small entrepreneurs. Like that's what makes this country so great, so unique, is to see like what ideas and like formulations you guys come up with to just bring out the greatness of what it is here in this country. It's just I'm thinking of it, everyone's like a boiling pot, but I think it's like a beef stew. It's like we're all in the same like same broth, but it's all different like vegetables and meats and stuff, and we all just find a way. And again, like I said, like businesses like yourself, it's so cool to like see the great characteristics you guys have that that brings out the it's a hidden gem. You know what I mean? I honestly just found out. Well, I've watched you guys for a couple months now, but then it's like I was like, I'm surprised I didn't know about you guys sooner. And like, oh, sorry, my fault. But like I want to ask, like, what was life before doing this though? Like, did you have experience like in your own other businesses? I know you have 20 plus years of customer service, but did you have another business that you ran? Like, is this your first time getting into the food industry or dairy? I guess the sweet.
So it all depends on how I attack that question.
Yeah.
My very first job as a kid was actually working at Baskin Robbins.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first like real. Here's a check. What's FICA? What is this coming out? What are these taxes things? Like that was my first job, was Baskin Robbins. Working at it with my homegirl Ebony. Ebony now is like the marketing manager for Screwball whiskey.
Oh,
so
damn.
It's cool watching your friends kind of grow up, but coming from the same place. And then that's what's like my first got into customer service. Because it was from there to waiting tables and just kind of realizing that if you take care of people, they're going to take care of you. As far as running other businesses, I did kind of run another business. No, I ran that business. I was a regional manager for textbook brokers here in Hampton Roads. I had 4 bookstores under me, did the hiring, the firing, the ordering. I managed $4 million in textbooks every year. Like
$4 million in textbooks? Goddamn.
Yeah, it's like 3 books.
How was that? Like, was it like a high, like stressful job? Like, how
was it? So stressful, man.
Yeah.
I was spending roughly $4 million and just $4 million every year. Because it was just me purchasing and researching and sourcing and figuring out like where to get the stuff for the best prices, how to create packages, and how to save people money. Like I was killing Barnes and Nobles.
Damn,
it made me feel so good.
They put you on They put you on the wanted list. Like this man right here.
Oh yeah. I mean, if they're selling a book for like way too expensive or way too cheap, usually, not to nerd out, but usually if it was like packages, Barnes and Nobles has a package for like $200. I walk in there, I bust a packet open. I sell the kid the code they need for the class for like $80. Sell the book online for like $200. I just made $80 on what I need, and I saved the kid some money, and I screwed over Barnes & Nobles because it's one less book they got.
I got you. I like. Hey, you gotta find a way to beat the system. You know what I mean? Yeah, shit. And plus too, like again, another way to try to help the people too. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays. My God, it's fucking look at food. Look at eggs, man. God damn.
Oh my God, eggs, milk, gas. Like you just never know where you get hit over the head at.
Did you invest in the farm after this?
I know I should though.
Have you ever like? I know you get local anyway, but imagine like I can imagine you having like a dairy farm right behind here, just literally just getting the fresh udders, like squeezing fresh milk straight from the other. Like, hey guys, how you doing?
So, ironically enough,
oh no, really?
my wife hates this story, but I still owe her father 13 cows for when we got married.
13 cows.
Yeah.
Wait, how this even occur? This just from like how?
Well, so my wife is South African.
Oh, okay.
When you get married, you got to pay a lobola. Lobola is like, what are they worth? So at the time, my wife, educated, no kids, working, so it just drove up her value. So after we negotiated how much my wife was worth, I think it was like 16 cows. I put a 3 cow down payment on it. I still owe her 13. I mean, it's been 12 years. I got kids as hostages now, but
yeah, he is his hostage. He's like, all right, we'll cut it down, man. We'll cut it down. That's crazy. See, that was actually some questions I was gonna ask her. Like, how, like, did you live out there in South Africa yourself? Like, did you ever spend time out there, or you like adventured? Or?
We've been back to South Africa. Haven't been due to COVID and other things. For about 5 or 6 years now. Like we're due. But no, I actually met my wife in South Korea.
Yeah, I read that on the thing too. That's another like because I know you are. Thank you for your service as well. I wanted to appreciate that seriously. But like, was that when you were on deployment, or like was it after you were deployment when you were in the military? How?
I met her while we were there. She was there teaching. She was teaching English to the young Koreans out there, and I was in the Army. And you know, in the club, 5 o'clock in the morning, all the worst things. Look around, and I was like, oh my God, you're another black person. Hey, what are we doing? And then ever since then, you know, it's just been, here we are, like 12, 13 years later, 2 kids, house, small business, living their American dream. Yeah. So you just never know.
Who would know we find love in the club?
T-Pain.
I had to. That's and that's an awesome thing too about like travel too. Honestly, like have you traveled? Like I can imagine you traveled everywhere across. Where have you been? Like out of the country anyway.
Out of the country, I spent a lot of time in Mexico because I was born in California.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
So I was always down in Tijuana, Rosarito, like just having a good time. Been to South Africa to visit my wife's family. That was an experience. Yeah. Day one, they got me in the backyard, like skinning a sheep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, how was your first? Yeah, how can you explain that first experience going there? Like what was the culture shock? Like what was something that you took from there that like humbled you or that you brought back to the country, the United States?
I mean, it was all the stereotypes. She said that it was normally like that. I still don't believe her, but there were like cows walking around and like sheep and stuff like that. But beyond like just that stuff, like it was all the stuff we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Like it was her and her cousins trying to see how she's doing because I haven't seen her in forever. It was going to barbecues. It was, you know, everyone just kind of gathering together, just trying to just welcome back Sibs because she hadn't been home in so long. But as far as like problems or anything that like was humbling, yeah, I mean, there's extreme poverty out there, but it was the same poverty I saw when I was going to Tijuana. It was the same shacks I saw down there. I mean, if anything, going out there just taught me that like we're literally all the same. It's usually people who don't have a problem with each other. It's usually governments who have a problem with each other. Yeah. So then they'll start pitting each other against each other. But at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing. Yeah. Everybody wants to chill, have a good time, make sure their family's saved, and just raise their family in a good quality place. Like we all want the same thing as a human.
Yeah, it's so crazy because I think everybody knows that too, and we still choose hate. Yeah. Like even though hate is like you have to physically try to hate someone. You know what I mean? Like love is so like abundant, so like it's just sixth sense.
Yeah, and it's exhausting. You can't wake up angry every day. Exactly. Like it's literally exhausting. You get tired of it after a while, or the people around you get tired of it. And nobody just wants to be around all that negativity so long. You know, I'm a big fan of just protecting your peace. Yeah. It was through this trial of opening up the shop and having it built out is when I realized that like just how important your peace is. And right now I'm at peace. I get to come to a place that makes me happy. I get to be a happy person on a regular basis. And beyond the problems I have here, it doesn't really matter because if I was working for somebody else, they're going to have problems. They're going to blame me for their problems, right? Like, so why not just come here and deal with my own issues? Last year, man, I spent $17,000 in repairs on equipment. Wow. So every time I was making $1, I was giving some out because something was breaking in this place. But it was fine. It was fine. I'm happy I had the money to spend to fix the stuff. And I'm hoping that it doesn't happen again this year so I can actually pocket some of that money and give it back. So I'm at peace. Everything just rolls off, man.
Well, I'm trying to remember the quote. It's a bad day with your own business is still better than a good day at working for someone else.
Yeah, and so back to those motivational speakers. Yeah. Like we've all heard those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's another common phrase. You know, if you're not working on your own dream, you're working on somebody else's.
It's just facts. You know, but I understand some people like the organization because I can imagine, you know, as a business owner, the experienes, the ups and downs, and like you said, $17,000 just in pay. Like you didn't expect that. You know, I guess this is the the spontaneous obstacles that get thrown your way as a business people, and a lot of people don't want to take that, you know, responsibility and like I don't know. Some people I guess just don't want to deal with it. I think, and that's my opinion. You know, other people have other, you know, there's other life, you know, situations maybe that's holding someone back. But
well, I mean, it's really hard. I mean, society in the world does a really good job of trying to convince you not to believe in you. And when you stop believing in you is when they can just kind of convince you to do whatever it is they want you to do.
that was fucking wow. That's
right. I mean, like, just real talk. Like,
Yeah.
people want to give you just enough to be happy and be content and, answer this phone or, sell these textbooks or whatever. And it's not until you realize that you're worth more than that, if you so choose. Or maybe you just make the best of the situation that you're in. I constantly trying to convince my friends to quit the job that I was at prior to here. And some of them are just like, no, I'm good. I get to make my own schedule. They pay me a lot of money. They got good benefits, so I'm good. And I'm like, all right, cool. If you're good, then I'm good. But it's the ones who are just like waking up every day just being just upset and mad and feeling trapped. And I'm just like, well, you're not trapped. Yeah. Just don't be.
It's that mentality.
It's that mentality. I mean, like, so your podcast, did you know how much a microphone costs before you decided you wanted to do this?
Nope. I was like, well, if I want to do it, you know what I mean? Not like not like I was like, shit, like, should I do it? Like, I was like, fuck it, I have to. You know what I mean? If I, like you said, who's going to invest in you if you don't even invest in yourself?
Bro.
And
that's most of the music we listen to. If you listen to any kind of like rap artists out there, not any of them, but the conscientious ones.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll hear it in their lyrics. J. Cole on Heaven's EP, he was like, if I'm betting on myself, and I completely double down.
Oh, facts.
It's how I believe. Reading The Alchemist. The Alchemist is a great book. Reading that, they're just like, look, every
The Alchemist. I haven't read that. I've heard about it, but I haven't.
You should read The Alchemist, man. There's something they say in there where every blessing denied becomes a curse.
Every blessing denied is a curse.
Like you were just saying earlier, like you feel like your friends will let you know you have a positive energy, and that's how you carry yourself, and that's how you walk around. Well, what if you didn't use it? What if you weren't doing this podcast? You'd be sitting around thinking about this podcast.
Literally.
And how old would you be thinking about this podcast? It'd be 20 years from now. You'd be like, damn, I really wish I would have did a podcast. But now you're going to find out right now.
No better time than now, right?
No better time than now.
And that's I wish people had more of it. And that I think like you said, goes back to mentality though. The mind is truly powerful. You can truly manifest if you wake up every day and believe you deserve to own your own business. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve all these things, and love yourself. That's another thing. Self-love, man. And people will say it's conceited, but no, self-love is you have to put yourself first.
Oh yeah.
How can you comment on someone else's business and stuff like that if you don't even clean your own room or do other stuff? It's some people are so quick to judge nowadays. With the internet.
Well, because it's easier, man. There's I'll keep spitting off books as well. There's another book, The 4 Agreements.
Oh, yep. See, oh, God, another one. I have to fucking buy these. I have to buy these books.
Yeah, The 4 Agreements, man, is one of the agreements in there. I believe it's the 4th one. And it's don't focus on the past. Yeah. If you focus on the past, let's say that you're a battery. You're a battery, you're 100% every day. But if 20% of that 100% every day is spent on what you could have did yesterday, you're not even giving the day 100%. You're only giving it 80. How are you going to give every day 80%? When are you going to actually power up and move on and just focus on what's right now? So you can't beat yourself up. You got to let that stuff go. You can't worry about the woulda, shoulda, couldas. You just got to keep moving forward. And as long as you're moving forward and working on what you can change, then you're going to change some things. You shouldn't have to convince yourself that you're worth it every day. You should just wake up knowing that you're worth it because you're here.
Damn. And that's a blessing itself, too, is just being alive that we take for granted.
Oh, buddy.
He's like, oh, buddy.
I mean, COVID?
Yeah, oh, my God. Yes, dude. You think people, you hope people would fucking wake up to that shit. You know what I mean? To be like, damn, I got to do something with this life. Like you said, especially if you have that if you're already, every day, thinking about doing something, even just why not do it? Why are you going to deny yourself, the satisfaction of knowing at least you tried, even if it is you failed? I was actually going to ask you, what were the thoughts going through your mind before jumping into this thing? Into Sundae Scoops anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of thoughts because there were a lot of things I just didn't know and still don't know. There is you too, man, take it easy. There is not a single thing in this shop that I didn't build with my own hands or didn't just give a shot at. There was a lot of YouTube that went on in this place.
Yep.
From the bench I'm sitting on right now, to this wainscoting on this wall back here, to the floor on the ground, all of this stuff. Hey, mamas, hey, papas. Bye.
I'll catch you next time.
But I didn't know anything. I didn't. But as far as figuring it out. It was just figuring it out, one thing at a time. The first time I tried to get a contractor in here to build this place out for me, they wanted $80,000.
$80,000.
$80,000.
God damn,
Right?
that gives me a heart attack. Even with all this ice cream around me, fuck.
Right.
God damn. All the
I did not have $80,000.
yeah, that's wild. And think about other people who don't, you know what I mean, the same predicament. Like, and they're like, fuck it, I gotta do it, I guess. Like, or didn't go to YouTube, you know, to do it.
So I've watched 2 businesses fail since I've been open, who were open just before me or open right around the same time as me, or even trying to open right now. You know, I know a young lady right now, she's $100,000 in the hole in a year of signing the lease, and she still can't open her business yet.
Wait, what? That's
And
insane.
These landlords are ruthless, man. Once you sign that lease, it's a wrap. You owe them. You owe them, and they know it. And whatever's in that lease, that's what's going to get done. So if you didn't put in the lease, hey, you need to replace my HVAC on the top. What's an HVAC? I don't know, but it's not in the lease. Then once you sign that lease and it's not in there to replace it, well, you're going to find out that HVAC is about $10,000 to get replaced, or $6,000, or maybe you got a cousin do it for $3,000. But either way, it's more money than what you were expecting to spend.
Yeah, exactly. Again, another thing you don't think about when you get into these things.
Another thing.
Yeah.
So we're extremely fortunate that even through the stuff we've had to do to get to here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of my stuff is like your first used car came from auction. I drove to Georgia to pick up my dipping cabinet.
Wow.
I met some people in some alleys to get TVs. Like,
you got the goods? Yeah, I got the TV.
Yeah.
36 inch? Yeah. Wait, hold up. I saw it's 42. You trying to fucking jib me?
Whatever it takes.
Why? Yeah, whatever it takes.
When it comes to employees, you know, every day you walk in here and people are like, oh my God, that's cute. You and your wife are always here. Yeah, we're always here.
Yeah.
I can't afford to hire more people.
Yeah.
So, you know, are you going to say hi, babe?
Hi, nice to meet you. Well, you can say, yeah, I don't know, but pleasure to meet you, Elijah. Oh, sorry, wrong. Pleasure. Great to see you, though. Even though it's a quick hi and bye. Thank you so much for having me here and everything. It's I love the vibe, great energy.
Thank you.
No, hell yeah. It's just this. I was telling this is great entrepreneurial. Like I don't know, I just like supporting local. Because I'm actually from Massachusetts, and then there's a bunch of small bakeries, Portuguese bakeries, Cape Verdean bakeries and stuff like that. And it's just I don't know. I just like supporting family owned. That's it. And it's good to hear the story. People need a better connection.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think people love finding something that they can buy into. Not to say oh, you need to sell yourself, but
In a sense, you do though. You know what I mean. You are.
connection.
It's better to know that at least their dollar is going to support a family, instead of some corporation like Best Buy or Amazon. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's what I mean. We were talking about earlier the whole COVID, bullshit. But Sibs,
Yeah.
Eli, thank you so much. No, pleasure. Thank you so much. Oh, if you want to jump in, do you want to jump in? Nah, no problem. It's perfect. Oh, but
I'm a very shy.
that's fine. That's perfect.
I told them how we met.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. That's awesome. And then
Did he tell you
the
about
13 cows.
church?
Oh, the church? No. Wait, what? What about this church? I gotta know. No, I gotta know now. You can't
No,
do that.
there was no church. She
okay.
tells her kids we met at church.
Ah, okay.
She doesn't want them to know mommy was out there thotting and popping.
Dude, out in Africa. Shit, that's funny as fuck. Hey, shit, you only live once, shit, especially before marriage. Get wild.
Right. And, I hate the whole have fun, love in the club. It's just if you're looking for it, you find it. But
Yeah.
good time. You don't know who you
That's so funny, yo. I literally said that same quote too. It was like finding love in the club. Hey,
I promise you, I didn't go there to find some random dude.
Some random dude.
yeah, I just start a whole family and business with now.
Oh, you know, he sent himself a blank text for my phone. That's how he got my phone.
You can leave now. I said.
He's like, great. He's like, no, but
Bye,
Sibs,
Sibs.
it's so awesome. So awesome to meet you, though. But I'll definitely be around more, especially in the summer. You will see my face here.
Nice meeting you.
No, pleasure meeting you. Wish you the best, too.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, bye, babe. Love you.
That was so funny. See, that's a great connection, too, especially, again, with Yeah, and that's another thing too. Now, marriages, how a lot of people don't want to put that commitment to stay with a significant other nowadays. I've been like you see left and right all these divorces and stuff, and even just like regular relationships. I think technology like Tinder and stuff like that has made it so we think we have more options than we really do, and we don't dedicate. And we're just like as soon as things get sticky, we're like
Yeah, I mean, it all comes full circle, like you were saying before. Like, you gotta love yourself.
Yeah,
so let's start there. Marriage is a business. However you want to look at it, marriage is a business. So, are you really ready to commit? And then on top of that, I mean, people do change. Like, you grow.
Yeah.
And some people grow apart. Like, sometimes it is just organic, and sometimes it's just work. Yeah. Your spouse is going to tell you the hard truth about things on a regular basis, and you got to be okay to hear it. You got to be in a safe place with yourself to be able to take that criticism, or to even just be able to go through some stuff, man. Like, everybody's going through life. I'm going through life right now. Like, everybody's going through life.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, we need I don't know. I just think this people just don't want to take that take challenges, or I guess I wouldn't say challenge. I don't want to make it sound like it. Well, it is. Well, obviously,
it is.
It is. Yeah, it is. You see, I'm a single guy, so I'm just like, I'm just slaying out these hoes. No, I was kidding.
Hey, you want to do a podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, I call my podcast my dick. No, I was kidding. That's just my bio, of course. But it's you. Again, going back actually to rappers and stuff like that too. Like culture, like you see it in shows, you see it in music. People is like, fuck, fuck all this, bitches, hoes, fuck all, fuck these, fuck these men, fuck all this shit,
Yeah. And again, it like depends on your music is almost like an algorithm. It depends on what you're listening to. Mm-hmm. You'll keep hearing the same message over and over and over again, unless like you tune it in a little bit. You listen to I listen to Sci-Hi, I listen to J. Cole, I listen to Kendrick, I listen to Common. There's when I want to listen to ratchet shit, I listen to ratchet shit.
Hell yeah.
When I want something that's inspirational to keep me moving, I'll listen to that to keep me moving. So it just depends on what you're looking for, and it's just so much easier to look for the wrong thing sometimes.
Yeah, Pop Smoke be popping though. I wanted to oh damn! I literally God damn it! Well, what? Damn! It was either. That's what it was. I actually want to go to your scoop school because that's why I wanted to hop into actually. So how'd you even fall into the ice cream in general? You know what I mean? Like I know you said you love to make the family connection together, have the family moments like with a dessert and a smile. But like what made you even think about getting into ice cream? Why not brown? Why not? I know you do donuts, right, too, sometimes, or am I bugging?
No. I get donuts from Amazing Glaze.
Amazing Glaze. Okay, got
right
you.
down the street.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Amazing Glaze.
Shout out to Amazing Glaze.
But yeah, so what got you to specifically go into this direction?
It was my wife.
Okay.
I wanted to do a coffee shop first, actually.
Oh, wow.
This is pre-COVID. I had already kind of leaned in to, okay, cool, I'm going to open up a coffee shop. This is what I want to do. And then I priced out how much it would be for a espresso machine. I don't think it's like $25,000.
Wait, what?
For just an espresso machine, like just the machine. It's just $25,000. And I found a spot. I even found like a little collaborator I was going to work with, Bear House Coffee. I can keep throwing out businesses left and right.
Oh, you do it up. Just like you do these books. Knowledge, motherfuckers.
Shout out to Steven at Bear House Coffee. He's a mobile coffee guy.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, just like, not just like Irene at Project Seed, but close.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Irene. She's awesome, dude. Great energy, man.
And I said coffee, and my wife fired back. She was like, why not ice cream? Now, this is like 3 years before I even decided, but we were just walking in, like she just, put it out there. And after researching, I kind of put it on the back burner because that's right around the time COVID happened.
Okay.
And then COVID happened. I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to stay at this job. I'm going to be safe. And I'm going to kick it at this job selling this insurance right now. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. But right when COVID happened, I realized, man, I hate this job. Oh my God. I woke up every morning just like, fuck. I don't want to go. Like every morning. And it was killing me, man. Like The wrong job is expensive because it kills you. You spend so much time at work. So me hating my job, I started looking around, just seeing like, what's popping out there? Like this is humanity is at a low right now. COVID's happening. No one's really, no one's really buying anything right now. But then I looked up, ice cream was up 15% during COVID. People retreated back to their creature comforts.
Yeah.
So if people were figuring out a way to kind of like slang it, then, that's what they were doing. But I didn't just want to like sell just like, some Hershey's or some Ben & Jerry's or whatever. Like, I'm like, how do I make this better? So I looked up, I'm like, how to make ice cream. And there's this dude, Steve Christensen from Scoop School, kept popping up. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to Scoop School.
Wow.
So
Scoop, he's like, I'm about to get scoops. Let's go. Let's get this shit.
But Scoop School is a hustle. I respect the hustle. Because,
Okay.
there was nothing that he was teaching me at Scoop School that I couldn't learn on YouTube. But when you commit some money and some time and some effort to something, then it changes things.
100%.
So went to Scoop School, paid that $1,200, flew out to Missouri.
Wow, you flew. Oh, I thought it was like damn. Okay. No, I thought it was like an online thing. No, wow.
No. Flew out to Missouri,
Wow.
took a 1-week vacation from my job at the time.
Wow.
Flew out to Missouri, went to Scoop School, learned the real cost. So it's crazy because I was bugging out about a $25,000 espresso machine. Well, my batch freezer, my ice cream maker back there is like $25,000. And then my dipping cabinet right here is $27,000.
God dang.
Those waffle makers are $1,000 a pop.
Wait, wow.
This
God damn.
Freezer
Hey, dude.
next to you is $1,000. Or no, this was $2,500 for the pint freezer. The other pint freezer over there was $3,000.
God damn. Did you get him from the alleys though?
So I have another dipping cabinet. So this one was like $10,000 that I found online. But I have another one that's in storage right now that was like $4,000. It just didn't look as nice. But once I got some money, I was like, all right, cool, let me reinvest it.
Yep.
But I got a freezer back there. That came from an auction. Got another freezer came from an auction. I got the fridge with scratch and dent over at Home Depot. So that was like $500.
Hell yeah.
I have another under-counter fridge came from an auction. My sisters flew out from Cali, and they're just like, surprise.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, surprise, we're going to D.C. tomorrow. I got to pick some stuff up. And now I got some extra hands.
That's like perfect timing. Thank
Perfect
you.
timing. Look at God.
How was actually, like, honestly, like, what was your perspective on money, like, before like the business and then after the Scoop School and stuff like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like did you reevaluate, or it's like, oh, okay, like it's just a tool to advance my dream to, like, what was your thought? Like, have you like, yeah, what was your thoughts before and after? Like, has it changed drastically, or like?
Nah, I've always been the same about money.
Yeah.
Money does not. Money's money, man.
Yeah.
Like, the most important thing anybody ever has in their life is time. That is the most important currency that you can ever have is time. So it's like, what are you going to do with it? Now, obviously, you need money to get things. Yeah. My master's is in business. Mm-hmm. So I learned how to kind of like leverage debt, leverage credit cards. So the day I decided that, hey, this is what I want to do, I cut out all my bills. So if there was like, Spotify, Apple Music,
Yeah.
YouTube, all those like $10 a month kind of things that you're not really using, that added up to like $500 for, a month, somewhere around there. And if I can save $500 a month, that's $5,000 a year. So cool, or $6,000 a year actually. So cool, I got rid of all that stuff. I trimmed that down to just bare bones. This is what I need. Paid off my car with one of my bonuses. So car got paid off. It was only like $3,000 or $4,000 left on it, nice. But I just paid it off to stop paying the interest on it.
Yep.
Paid off all my credit cards. So this was like a year leading up to me knowing I want to open a business. So that was me just kind of like driving up my credit score.
Yep.
Credit score gets all the way up there. And the whole time I was like saving money as well. So I had like $15,000 in the bank account when I first decided to like walk down this little path. And then I had about $30,000 in credit cards that were just like empty. And then took out another $30,000 on my house with a HELOC, just a line of credit, $75,000. $75,000. Only got $15,000 in cash. And then every year, like clockwork, I open up a new credit card with a 0% interest for like 15, 16, 17 months. So that way I'm not paying interest for that 16, 17 months.
Okay.
That time comes up, Not paid off, cool, roll over to the next 0% interest credit card for the next couple of months.
Okay.
And then whatever's not left over on that, throw it on the HELOC, because the HELOC interest is only like 3%.
What's a HELOC? Sorry,
Home equity line of credit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So if you own a house and you've been living in it for a little bit, chances are you built up some equity. You use the equity like a credit card.
Oh,
so you just pay it back, and it's a cheap credit card. It's like a 3, 4, 5% credit card. It moves with whatever prime rate is on it.
Oh shit! I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah, look, this is where I came from though when it came to like just my formal education of just learning these things about like how to negotiate money. Remember, I only had $15,000 in like real cash. Wow. So that 15 grand was the last thing to be spent because you can't put rent on a credit card.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't put payroll on a credit card either.
Yeah, credit card. I love that. Coach, can you put it on my credit card real quick?
yeah, basically.
Can that work?
Bottomed out my mortgage. I just cut costs because you can either make money or you can spend less. So as I was leading up to opening this place, it was just spending less and less and less and less and less until it was time to pull the trigger and start buying big stuff. And then I pulled the trigger and started buying big stuff. And from there, I'm like, I'm on the clock.
Yeah.
Our 1 year anniversary is actually March 11th.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Are you having like what are you doing, Nate?
I don't know, man. Yeah, everything is something, right?
Yeah.
So if I want to have like this big hoopla, well, ain't nobody gonna do it for me.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, exactly. You got to get, and then extra planning, extra like figuring out like what. Yeah, it was. Yeah, what are you doing? Anything? Have you thought about it at all?
I've thought about it. I've thought about it a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking about like how am I going to train my new employee Rio over there, and like I'm still writing writing training manuals for how we want our employees to act, and writing training manuals for how we're going to hire new employees to get better at that. Like how am I going to be a better boss? But those are things that they kind of teach you in Scoop School. Yeah. So that was cool to take away from as well. And then even at Scoop School, like after that, I met someone who was there and was like, hey, I got a friend. He just opened up an ice cream shop down in Houston. He might let you shadow him for a little bit. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I called up Julian down at Cosmic Creamery down in Houston. Shout out to Cosmic.
Hell yeah.
And I flew down there for a weekend. So I shadowed him and his wife, Camille, for a weekend. Thank you for letting me in. And that kind of showed me some things as well, like how much money they were spending, like just on their month to month. And then from Cosmic Creamery, I came back up with me and my wife, and we drove out to Charlotte, went to another ice cream school in Prejo.
Wait. So this is the same individual that was teaching you like when we went to Missouri?
No. This is like different people.
A whole different. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Are they part of the same commute, like the same branch, or is it like a whole different Scoop School? Oh,
just different people.
Damn.
So
okay.
Scoop School was official. That was Steve's thing down in Missouri.
Yep.
And then from Steve's thing down in Missouri, went to Julian and Camille down in Houston, and then from Julian and Camille went to Pre-Gel in Charlotte.
Yeah.
But you can only like plan so much before you actually do. So after Pre-Gel is when we started doing. That's when we kind of got the confidence to like, hey, we can make good ice cream. Yeah. Like we know what we're capable of. And came back up from Charlotte. We actually just sent out another couple to Pre-Gel, Steve and Kat from Odalise. They're up in Newport News.
Okay.
They're a creamery as well. We told them we would help them out, learn how to make ice cream because they need to cut costs and learn how to make ice cream. So I'm like, cool. This is where I learned. You should go. So they just went.
Wow. It seems like it's a very opening, warming community. You know, it
depends on who you talk to.
I guess that's everybody, right? Every single field, there's always going to be some assholes.
Yeah.
People who are willing to trade the secrets. I feel like people be assholes. Like, nah, I'm not going to trade the secret. I don't want you to fucking compete with me. It's like, how does that make you better if you don't have competition?
Right. And I mean, to me, it's like, are you competition?
Oh, you heard it. You heard it.
I mean, no, like real talk though. Like real talk.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like at the end of the day, like there are just certain ice creams in here that I will stand on, twice on Sunday. And then if somebody does do something better than me, I'll be like, oh yeah, go to Blue Cow and get their goat cheese ice cream.
Wait, is that a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Goat cheese ice cream.
Goat cheese. It's my wife's like favorite ice cream outside of this place. It's goat cheese ice cream.
Get the fuck.
That's the South African in her, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's funny. No, I love goat cheese, so it's so funny to see. Like, that's why I'm like, damn. Like ice cream. That's kind of. Where is this again? My fault. I got this.
Blue Cow.
Blue Cow.
Yeah, they're off of Shore Drive. Yeah, they have.
Damn, I'm about to gain some weight this summer.
Bro, you okay?
Oh, no, I've been training for a half marathon. I've been. I don't know if you do like marathon. Well, actually, you're always busy with here. You're always running around here. But I don't know if you ever done marathons or anything beforehand. Yeah, no. He's like, fuck that shit. I ain't got time for that shit.
No. I had to run a lot in the Army, but that was it because they made me.
Yeah. It's like I'm trying to run away from y'all. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for your shit.
I lift weights. I go to the gym.
See, I need to lift weights. See,
that's my exercising right there.
The stress reliever, at least.
Yeah, well, just taking care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Self-love.
yeah. Why are my kids running around still? I could have swore they left.
Hey, if you gotta do your father thing, do your father thing.
Oh no, they're good. My wife is.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, family first always, man. Goat, yeah, but I'll definitely have to go to Blue Cow.
Yeah.
And get your goat cheese, your goat cheese ice cream. That's what my. Well, how was actually I talking about creating ice cream? Like, wow, like what's the experience like for you? Like when you come up with an idea, like for a different flavor or like stuff like that. Do you like sit down and just like try different ice, like different like brand ice creams? Like, do you just like think of it when you're just do like it just pops up in the middle of nowhere? Like, how or do you take votes from the public? How's that?
Oh, all of it, man. Before I opened, before day one, I think I wrote down like about 60 different ice creams that I want to make.
Oh, damn. All right.
And then the first like 2 months we were open, we just had a scratch pad next to the register. And we were like, hey, write down what flavor you want.
Oh, okay.
And all 3 of those scratch pads I had up there got filled up within like a couple of weeks. And then now I just get random DMs. Like, hey, I had an idea. Hey, you should make coffee ice cream with blueberry. Or
that just sounds
the board actually behind you right now. So that's all the recommendations that people have had for us so far.
Oh, okay.
And those are the ones that stuck. So those are the ones that are like, I'm always rotating in and out, always keep on a regular basis. Those are the ones that made the cut. Like ube is always number 5.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I have in the cabinet. Ube is always like the 5th bestseller.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, that's a dude. Ube. I actually tried ube for the first time. Shout out to Irene again. Yeah. Oh, dude, she got me on a kick now. Now everywhere I go and I see ube, I'm like, I'm getting that.
I had no idea what ube was until I went out to Angie's Bakery. Went out to Angie's.
Yes, dude. I had their ube latte. What'd you get? Oh, same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, busted.
Yeah, right?
But shout out to Angie's Bakery.
Shout out to Angie's Bakery. Strawberry graham cracker is like one of my top sellers.
Strawberry crap.
It's the guys who did the mural behind us. That's talent.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a photo of that and post it on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, talent, man. Todd and Eric, 2 brothers who you see their murals everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you will see talent murals like literally everywhere. Dark chocolate raspberry, that was Erica's idea, the one with the red bandana over there.
Oh, okay.
That's in the cabinet right now.
Yeah.
Toasted coconut, that was a teacher, Kelly, over I think Brandon Middle, the PE teacher over there. Black raspberry Oreo, I just made that last night.
Oh my God.
That was the first recommendation by Blake and his wife. So that's back there. And then red velvet cake. I had a bridal shower here.
Yeah.
Like we shut the spot down.
That's so dope.
And they requested a red velvet cake ice cream. Maple bacon.
Can't go wrong with that.
Maple bacon ice cream for a wedding across the street for Olivia. Like, so the ideas are endless because I don't have to think anymore.
Yeah.
And then if I see some like stuff that looks fire, then I'll just steal it.
You're like, you know what? I'm gonna try and make it better.
Yeah. That's why I got banana pudding. I went to Blue Cow. They have banana pudding ice cream. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make it better.
Hell yeah. That's how you do it. Yeah. And that's so cool, man. Because again, you're bringing the community together now too. You're bringing people together and like highlighting the creativity within the city and all these other people. Yeah, but it's awesome. Actually, I kind of thought one off the top of my head. You probably got one like a potato chocolate ice cream, potato chip chocolate.
So I haven't done potato chip and chocolate yet, but I have done pretzels, caramel, and peanuts.
Oh God.
Yeah, and that was fire.
Like I was gonna say
that didn't last long at all.
It's like as soon as it's out, it's already gone in 2 seconds. Oh shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's just like the strawberry cheesecake that came and went. It took me a while to make it because I didn't know how to make the cheesecake base the way I wanted it to taste.
Mm-hmm. And you do it all from scratch, right? Just all like the whole. I don't know how the ice cream process is made. Honestly, I'm a fucking dunce. I probably should look at. You don't have to reveal no secrets, obviously. But
no, I mean the ice cream is mix, marinate, and freeze.
Yeah. And freeze?
And freeze, yeah.
What's
so you got to mix it first. So like all of like your ingredients, your milk, your cream, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You get that in there. And then whatever flavoring, like how you want to flavor it, I usually stack my flavors. So you usually get like one just baseline natural flavor. So like lemon zest will be in there.
Okay.
And then I also use like a little bit of a lemon extract. And that's just kind of like stack the flavor. But then once it's mixed, you got to let it marinate. It's like making a barbecue. Let it marinate overnight. And then come back, you run it. Once it runs, comes out of my machine at like 18 degrees. And that's when I start adding in like lemon cake. So now you have like
that one was bomb.
natural lemon, the lemon extract, little lemon zest, lemon cake. And then you got to freeze it. Ice cream naturally wants to separate. It wants to pull apart. But the faster you get it frozen down, like in its ice cream state, the better it's going to taste once you thaw out and the more creamy it's going to be.
Really?
So if you ever had like really icy ice cream,
yeah,
it's because somebody's freezer sucks.
Ah, wow. Now I know. Wow. That just blew my mind.
Yeah, it's small things. It's why I don't sell anything bigger than a pint. I know some places sell quarts, but you can't accidentally sit down and like fuck up a quart of ice cream.
Yeah.
You can accidentally sit down and like destroy a pint and like start looking around like, who ate my ice cream?
Wait, it was me.
It was me. But it's intentional because like you don't want to like have your ice cream and then you put it back in your freezer. Well, your freezer is not an industrial freezer, right? Yeah. So it's going to sit in that freezer for like a week or two. You're going to open it, close it, open it, close it. And the whole time your ice cream is like thawing out, getting refrozen, thawing out, getting refrozen. Each time it thaws out, little water crystals form inside. I don't want your last bite of my ice cream to suck.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to blame me.
Yeah, right. Why the fuck is this trash? I swear it was like heaven 2 weeks ago.
If you remember.
Yeah, true. You're right.
Or maybe your spouse comes in and like finishes off that last bite and you're like, oh, why were you eating this?
You're like, wait, what? And then you start having an argument about ice cream.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I can imagine, right?
So
should I use some vanilla? I don't even imagine.
Now I sell half pints and pints because, half pints lets people mix and match if they want a pint. And then it's also something where you can just kind of sit down and like just enjoy and not feel guilty. And it's going to taste the same, like every scoop. Every scoop's going to taste the same.
I don't know if you've already done it already. Like I know you do non-dairy and stuff like that. Like, have you like pushed it like into almond or like almond or oat? Like, I don't know if you can make ice cream with like just like strictly like almonds and like oats. Like, they do like almond milk and shit like that.
No, that's what's in there right now. There's an oat milk ice cream in there right now. It's oat milk and golden Oreos and regular Oreos. Yeah.
Oh God. Fucking damn! I might have to buy every fucking pie in this bitch.
Even got some almond milk down there, so you can make like some vegan milkshakes.
Oh, okay, damn.
Everybody deserves love.
Yeah. See, I always thinking about others. I like that.
Always thinking about you. Think about others; they'll take care of you.
Actually, talk about a book. Actually, I want to throw one back at you. You ever heard of The Go-Giver?
No, I've not.
I just finished reading it recently. It's in basically the quick like title like thing is like the greatest business idea that's ever come. And one of the things is give as much as though you were going to open to receive the same as much as you give. Like don't see, I can't. I'm butchering the fuck out of it right now, honestly. But it's basically about like you give more in value than you take, and always like to look out and do the extra step. Like give one more of this an hour of extra time, extra work, and like I guess the hustle and bustle kind of thing. But I don't know. It was a good book. I recommend. It's a quick. There's an audio book on YouTube for free. It's like 2.5 hours long, and if you want to pick it up and read, I think it's only like 200, maybe 50 pages. I don't even think less. But yeah, if if you ever have the time, I would recommend it. And then another one I just started reading recently is The Dip. And it's about it's kind of just like the mentality thing is like as a business owner, I don't know, I don't want to like other business people out there. Like sometimes I'll have that down, like, oh damn, like am I doing enough? Like am I not? You know what I mean? But then So how to get through that? Like, is there? I was gonna say like so far in your going to be year, like what have you learned? Like what like things that you thought were going to be challenging, but they ended up weren't. Or vice versa, that you thought weren't going to be challenging, but ended up being harder, like than you expected anyway?
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea.
Really?
I have to show up and work.
Yeah. I love that answer.
No, I'm dead serious, though. I haven't had a chance to, step back and reflect on what I've learned because I just haven't had a chance to. I just show up and work. There have been times where I've been into, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning making ice cream.
Wow.
Because I'm expecting, a busy day, the next day. Just unprepared. So yeah, okay, there you go. If anything, I've learned how to start better preparing for the business cycle in and of itself. I knew it was a very cyclical business, seasonal business. But like big takeaways about what I thought was going to be hard, what wasn't. Man, I don't know. Like I don't lose. Like,
I like that.
I don't lose. I refuse. I just won't do it. I won't do it. So there aren't really problems. There's just things I got to figure out.
I like that. It's it's all about the mentality, right? And how you take the challenges that come to you.
Yeah, that's literally all it is. And you know, I've always been put in a place where scaring people away.
Oh, damn! I feel bad.
How you guys doing?
I don't want to hold you back from getting this great ice cream, guys.
Oh no, they weren't going to be held back. You as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, man, like it's come pretty easy. Like as far as I'm taking care of people and just going the extra mile to take care, like the go-giver, like you were just saying. Like I found that like the more I lean into my people who are willing to spend their time and come see us and leave reviews online and like do the good things for us, then everything else is just taking care of itself. You know, shut up and be the ice cream man. Cool. Shut up and be the ice cream man.
This is awesome.
It's cool. I know my role.
I know my role. I like that. And speaking of that, like, where do you see like the business in 5-10 years? I know you said, you know, you just do it day by day. Like, you know, like, you have any, like, do you want to expand like as a chain, maybe like multiple stores one day, or kind of just keep it like small and like a more personal connection with the customer?
I go back and forth on this on a regular basis. My only firm rule on growing is I will never grow bigger than I have good people to grow with.
Oh.
I just won't. Like our brand is being that place that's going to keep people happy and keep people coming back. Our brand is being that place where ice cream is not going to be a business decision for somebody. Family comes in here, spends $25-$30, and they're good. I'll see you next week or in 2 weeks. You know, I don't have to worry about you spending like $80 because you guys want to eat out. So long as we can afford to do that, so long as I have good people coming into my orbit, so long as I find other people who are driven and want to grow and want to do their own thing, then yeah, we'll grow. But if not, then I'm cool where I'm at too. You know, I'm good. Like, I find it funny that you keep referring to like other businesses, and, like what they're doing, and not a business owner. And like, this is literally a business, bro.
No, it is.
You got a business.
Oh yeah. Oh no, this is it's because I didn't want to put words like the dip, like the book, and like the downs, because you seem like a very optimistic person. So it's like I don't want to like put words in your mouth where you're like, oh, you have your down times, and like, you know what I mean. So I just didn't want to, no disrespect.
No. Like us as business owners, man. Like we all go through it, like at one time or another. But I mean, like, what's gonna stop you from doing podcasts?
When I die, maybe like when I don't breathe.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure some stuff is gonna happen between then and now. Like, you know, we might have some jackass like break a microphone or something or whatever. Like something's gonna suck.
I thought you were gonna be that guy for a second.
No,
you don't need this, right?
I can't express how broke I am. So, no, man. Like we all go through it. Like as a business owner, like you just start seeing things in a different lens, like what a problem really is and what it ain't. And then you figure it out, or you don't. It sucks for a while.
Yeah.
And it just sucks for a while. And then when you come back a little bit stronger and figure out how not to make that same mistake again. I mean, like right now, bro, I'm sitting on about $2,000 in inventory. These benches, they open up.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
See, the multi-purpose. See, you got to think, man. Like, I ain't paying for extra storage. I could just do multi-purpose stuff.
Yeah, basically. But no, I am paying for extra storage right now.
He's like, I promise you.
Well, it was easier, like, to buy in bulk. That's something.
Oh, yep. Oh, my God. Especially now with the supply chains, man. So how much has it impacted you, like, since the beginning? Because I know you did start in COVID, I know you did start, like, in the beginning of COVID and stuff, but, like, was there a significant difference, like, over time when it comes to, like, yeah?
Oh, yeah. My $25,000 batch freezer is now $42,000 if I wanted a new one. And then it's still like on a 6-month back order.
Wait, what? More than double increase?
Yeah, because of steel. And like we were talking about before you came on, like some people just don't know how to do things, right? So how many welders are out there being able to actually like have the knowledge to build these things? My machine is like a really old school machine. It's just like pumps and pneumatics, whereas the newer machines have like circuit boards and stuff like that in them. Okay. So that's just like one more thing to break. Technically more like, I don't know, me personally, like I build, like, you know, I fix my cars and stuff like that. So it's just like, I love the older cars, you actually work on them and stuff like that. Now, like you say, it's all like you open it up, it's a goddamn computer. You're like, what? Yeah. That's the batteries are these days. They're like just computers in there, and I'm just like, oof. Do I even want a new one, or am I just gonna keep repairing this old one like as many times as possible?
Yeah, true.
And then with supply chain, so I also sell half pints right now because I don't have any more whole pints right
Really?
now. Yeah. So before Neptune Festival last year, I ordered like 5,000 half pints because I'm just like, cool, I'm going to go to Neptune Festival. I'm going to sell all these half pints. I'm going to kill it.
Yeah.
Well, I only managed to make 1,500 half pints, just time, and being able to like ladle in ice cream to each one by one. And write on it and stamp it. And then Neptune got canceled.
No.
Right? So we sold out of the 1,500 like that weekend because the community, we went viral for a little bit. Community stood up for us. Everyone came out and supported. I was like, damn, this is awesome.
And that's because you always give back. So that's awesome to see that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So those problems that we run into, like there's usually a solution somewhere. But that still left me with like 3,500 empty containers of half pints.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, damn, what am I going to do with these? I don't use half pints. Well, now I use half pints.
Yeah. I was like, well, yep. Now guys have pints, all right? You know, even though you're going to get a pint, but you kind of have a pint and 2 half pints just to get, imagine.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, the mix and match.
Well, the mix and match is where I found people kind of like it. So even when I do get more pints back in, when they should be here in like a week or two, cool, I'll mix and match. I'll keep some pints. I'll keep some half pints out there. But then comes the problem with storage because I got 10,000 pints coming. What am I going to do with 10,000 pints? I'll probably sell off like half of them to somebody else because I got a good price on them.
Yep.
So I'll sell like half to Odalise. So now I'm down to like 5,000 pints. And then from there, it's kind of like, we'll see. I'll try to sell them.
Yeah.
I'll hustle.
Hey, that's it. You like you said, you find something. Even if it is just a little like a challenge, there's always a way around something.
There's always a way. And it's too easy to get discouraged. You know, most people go through bad days at work, and it's just like, damn, I can't wait to clock out.
And that's the thing too. I don't like that mentality. You know what I mean, I noticed that at, like my job too, and it's just like, you know what I mean, they'll like one little thing, or even like one little thing, and it'll like ruin their whole day. And I'm just like, well, dude, so you're gonna let like 1 minute of time or whatever, how long it is, to ruin the rest of your 3 hours and a half, and or what, you know, I mean, obviously 8 hours of sleep and all that, whatever it is. Who even gets 8 hours of sleep anymore? That's like a myth. That's a myth, right? But it's, you know what I mean, again, like, and that's, again, I guess, the lack of self-control, of love of themselves, you know, and like knowing that, like, all right, this is just a little thing, like, I'll get over it.
Yeah, I mean, I've come across a lot of friends and people in my own orbit who, they do their best not to try hard at work because they're like, this place doesn't deserve like my full capability. Yeah. But then all you're really doing is like diminishing yourself. Like you're saying that you don't want to push yourself every day. So what happens when you really do need to push yourself? Like you're saying, you're training for a marathon right now. Imagine how many days you can afford to just be like, you know what, I'm going to coast right now. How many days can you just coast before like you're actually in the marathon? I'm like, damn, I got to push myself. Well, that gear is not there.
Yeah, try to jam it in, like you hear grinding noise, like, you know, damn.
It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. So you got to challenge yourself. You got to push. You got to try. And effort is like in short supply these days.
And that's so crazy, especially in the land, you know, the land of, you know, opportunity. That's how I still see it as anyway. You know, you know, I mean, we have more. You know, I mean, you have more opportunity here than anywhere else. I really, in my opinion, I don't know. I haven't traveled to too many places in this world, but you know, just to be blessed to know that I can go out to, like, you know what I mean, like you said, if you don't like that job, then why are you there? Like, why not find something you like to do? Or if you really do want to push for a business, take that risk and at least like know you're putting your time to something you like and you want to push your knowledge in it, you know, and advance more and more, you know, throughout time.
Yeah. Me and my wife, we were watching, or she's watching Game of Thrones for the first time. But we're like sitting there watching Game of Thrones, and I'm like, look, you could have been a king back then. Your life would have sucked compared to right now. Yeah.
Literally no cap.
They can't order pizza.
Yeah. They can't get Uber when they're drunk.
They can't even get a steak right now. They gotta go kill it first.
They gotta run fucking 10 miles before they gotta get that goddamn steak.
And they can't microwave it when it's done. You know,
you're right.
Start a fire. Like,
they have to preheat the fire. Yeah, okay, it's gonna take us this time. Just have it done. Have it started by this hour.
So I mean, this is like a great time to be alive. This is a great time to try things. This is a great time to like build on things that people have already done. That's the other thing. J. Cole again, Nothing's new under the sun. Ain't nothing new, man. Ain't nothing new. You just look at it, research it, figure out how they did it, and then if you want to do it better, do it better. And if you want to copy it, just copy it. Just copy it. Like, I make ice cream.
Isn't they say copying is through admirate is through?
Yeah, the greatest form of admiration is copying somebody, essentially.
That's
Like you hear about Kobe Bryant. Everyone's just like, Kobe was just like MJ. Well, for him to be compared to MJ, that's pretty damn great.
Hell yeah, shit.
You know what I mean? Like, people are like, is LeBron better than MJ? Well, the fact that you're comparing him to him, again, pretty great. So why not just go out there and like, well, it's not a why not. It's that people, again, you got to believe in yourself. You got to try. And you really just got to, believe, man. You got to believe. Like, it's the world does a really good job of convincing you that you're not good enough. Every day. Every day you're going to have some kind of setback. Every day you're going to have some kind of problem. Now it's just a matter of like where you want to have that problem. Do you want to have it in your own business? Or do you want to have it at some shitty job where you're waiting to get off? Or a great job that you exactly love. But now you spend most of your time with your job trying to convince somebody else to love that job too.
Oh my God, you're spitting facts. I love it. Well, Phil, I know we actually got over the hour mark. Actually, I want to recommend it because I know you said you like J. Cole, and I think you would definitely like this artist. His name is Kota the Friend, Kota, and he's very lyrical, like speaks from the heart and just speaks like real shit, just like real life shit. And I think you would like him. But Phil, before we sign off, I would like for you to shout yourself out, you know, how people can support you, your business, the whole nine. And if anyone else you want to shout out, you're more than welcome to. And I just want to thank you for coming on and sharing your story with, you know, my audience, man. It's definitely going to be a motivator. And, you know, I wish the best for you and your family. And I hope, you know, Sundae Scoops last for fucking generations and generations, man. Seriously.
No, Eli, I appreciate you as well, man. Like, I appreciate the work that you're doing. I appreciate you giving me the format to do this. You can reach us at Sundae Scoop. We're at 1832 Kempsville Road, Suite 113. I'm here every day. If the lights are on, come on in. I have ice cream. You're here. We're here. We're closed on Mondays. Mondays is usually the ice cream making, cleaning, kind of reevaluating day. But if we're here, you're here. We're going to give you ice cream. Like that. That's not a problem at all. Depending on what you want, by all means, just hit us up. Like, we'll let you know. I'll tell you where to find some good stuff no matter where you're at. We just came across the street from Farmhouse Brewery. It is a great place to hang out and let your kids just run around. Only reason you went to Farmhouse is because Ortega's is over there. Have you had Ortega's tacos yet?
Nah, I haven't.
Oh my God, man, they're so good.
Oh, I think that might be my move.
Yeah, it's on California level of like good tacos, Ortega's. I only get tacos from two places in Hampton Roads. It's Ortega's and Number One Taco.
Damn.
That is it.
All right.
That is it.
I'm writing that down right now. When I'm fucking drunk, I'm like, yo, I gotta go to Ortega.
Yeah, Ortega's and Number One. That's it. That is it. And like just the sphere of things. But no, I really do look forward to seeing any of your members who want to swing on by. If they mention this podcast, I'll hook them up. I'll give them a free topping or a free cone. I'll give them a free waffle cone. Yes.
Oh,
if one of your people comes in here and they're saying, hey, Eli sent me, listen to the podcast, I'll be like, I bet you get a free waffle cone.
Man, that's awesome, man. Shit. And guys, please support. Like, don't just get the free cone. Like, look, once you see all the ice cream, you're gonna want to buy a goddamn pint. I promise you that.
Oh, they'll be back. They'll be back.
Yeah, it's like just that one taste. I got him.
Yeah. Look.
Phil, man, I love your energy, man. I seriously thank you so much for your time. And, you know, again, I wish the best for you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah. And guys, thank you so much for being on listening to the podcast. And as always, you deserve the best for yourself because you know why? Oh, fuck. I messed up my whole goddamn slogan. You deserve to love yourself because you know why? You fucking deserve it. Have a great one, y'all, and peace.